Thank you kindly.
I'm out here choking. This is making me anxious. Okay,
All right,
so now
your
you gotta
turn.
do it for me.
Yep.
All right, the frog. Oh, nice.
Somebody
Hey, you
clip
would go
that.
to
Somebody please clip that. What's going on, beautiful people? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH, and to be honest, I'm here to talk about what might be my favorite game of 2021. But before we get into it, friendly reminder to take a few moments to tap that like button on this video. It supports the channel, keeps me motivated, and it literally costs you nothing to do it. Now with that out of the way, let's talk It Takes Two. It Takes Two is the latest offering from the same studio who brought us the co-op game A Way Out. Ever since dude stood on stage at the Video Game Awards and shouted "fuck the Oscars," his studio has been on fire. It Takes Two stars a husband and wife on the verge of a divorce. All their fighting puts their child under stress, and she wishes for things to get better. A bunch of voodoo happens, and the husband and wife get shrunken, and the story goes full-blown Toy Story. I didn't really understand all that magic shit, but the moral of the actual story of us being stronger together than apart is always a great message. So the way the game works is the screen is always split in half so you can see what you're doing as well as what your partner is doing. The entire game's gameplay loop is based around cooperation, which is genius in itself because not only does it create a fun co-op game, but it also serves as a low-key way to promote the theme of the story about relationships only being possible if there's cooperation from both parties. This game is a puzzle platformer. Think Super Mario meets Portal. I'm not a big fan of puzzle games, but I thoroughly enjoyed this game, and reason being is because the puzzles in this game are so creative that you can't help but tilt your hat to the developers. I haven't seen this type of level of design creativity in gaming in a while, and I have to give them their flowers. This game is about 10 to 12 hours depending on your skill level, and each world has a theme with different gameplay mechanics based around co-op. Now I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll use the opening level as an example. In level 1, one player gets a hammer and the other gets a nail. Each player has to use those tools to fight off enemies and to traverse the environment. One player would have to throw the nail on the opposite wall, then the player with the hammer would have to use the back of the hammer to swing to get where they need to go. The game forces you to talk to the person you are playing with to coordinate. This game is high-key a great game for date night, fellas. Wink, wink, wink. It honestly felt like a bonding experience. And that's because everything was designed with co-op in mind. Even the boss fights require you to set aside your pride and work together or you're gonna get clapped. Level design in this game is top tier. Each level has a different theme that serves as a double entendre. Not only does the level design change, but the purpose of the actual level is to teach a lesson about healthy relationships. The platforming in this game is smooth and responsive. I can see the speedrunning community taking this game on, especially since it's so co-op driven. It provides a unique spin on speedrunning. The story is engaging and it's heartfelt. Not to mention, it also takes some dark turns. This is not a kiddie game. There's legit some jaw-dropping moments in the plot. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you played it, you know what I'm talking about when I mentioned the elephant in the castle. I was thoroughly entertained by the fuckery. The icing on the cake for this game is the fact that it's only $30 and you get 2 copies. Only one person has to buy it and 2 people can play it. It'll give you an invite code to send to your friend. Shit, if you want, you and your partner can put up 15 and then you both can play if somebody doesn't want to spend 30. I love when companies do this, and I have to praise when the studio is pro-consumer. My only knock on this game is, and this is me nitpicking, is that this game has no replayability, at least in my opinion. I don't see myself playing this again unless I was a speedrunner. I feel like it loses its allure after the first run because it's so story driven, but that being said, this game is only $30 and you get 2 copies. This is hands down one of the most unique and fun games that I played in a long time, and I can't sing its praises high enough. My Twitch chat put me onto this game. I had never heard of it, but I'm glad I kept an open mind because I'm not saying it won't happen, but right now, I don't see any game beating this out as my top game of 2021. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.